Hi there, welcome to That Board Game Show. My name is James Wood, and today I'm going to show you Rolling Realms, designed by Jamey Stegmaier and published by Stegmaier Games. In today's video, I'm continuing a series of videos I'm doing, where I'm playing through the Solitaire Minigolf variant included in the box. Today I'm playing Hole 2, and in the previous video, where I played Hole 1, I explained all the basic rules of how you play Rolling Realms and the specifics for how that hole works. So today I'm not going to spend a lot of time focusing on all the little rules. If you want to know how to play, you can go back and watch that video. Today I'm just going to focus on playing out Hole 2, and you can see how it plays different to Hole 1. And if you have a copy of Rolling Realms at home, feel free to pause this video right now, go fetch it, come back, and we'll play along together. So here we are, all set up for Hole 2. I've got my Hole 2 card here. It is a par 2, so slightly more difficult than Hole 1, which was simply a par 1. Basically meaning that we can take 2 attempts to get this without negatively affecting our score. The realms we're playing with today are between 2 cities, Euphoria and Pendulum, which I have set up over here. Special rules are none, no special rules in today's hole. And we're simply trying to score at least 12 stars and gain at least 18 resources. Doesn't matter whether or not you use them. So this one is all about resource gathering, hence resourceful being the name of the hole. So let's quickly go over how each realm works, and then I'll dive in and start playing. Starting with Pendulum, either outline an octagon with any number, you don't gain the benefit, or mark a specific number in an hourglass. Gain the contents of all outlined octagons when completing an hourglass. So I can use any number and mark off one of these octagons at the top here, circling it, but not gaining any benefit. Then in a future turn, I could use a 6 to complete this hourglass, at which time I would gain the benefits of any circled octagons. When completing an hourglass, score points for each outlined octagon with a point in it. So the only way to score points on this Pendulum card is to circle these 2 spaces with stars in them, and then complete the hourglasses. Between 2 cities, fill a square. Same numbers can't be orthogonally adjacent. Gain resources when completing a row or column. So at the beginning, you can just put any number you want in here, and then the only limitation is same numbers can't be orthogonally adjacent. So if I put a 5 in the middle here, I then can't put a 5 there, 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 or there. And then once you fill in a row or a column, you will gain the resources at the end of that. You will then score points equal to the lowest score of your other 2 realms. So if I score 3 points over here and only 1 point over here, between 2 cities will only score 1 point. Again, these simulate the original games that their names are derived from. Okay, and then Euphoria, either mark one number, so roll a 1, you can mark off a 1. Or you may mark both numbers if a pair is rolled. So if I were to roll a pair of 1s, I could mark off both of these 1s in both boxes. You will then gain a benefit based on the sum of that area. So if I filled in a 1, I will gain anything between 1 and 3 is 1 coin. Then in a future turn, if I were to fill in a 4, the sum of this area would then be 5, and I would gain a star. As soon as the sum is greater than 10, you will gain a pumpkin and a heart. Then, after making a number, if the sum of all marked numbers in that area is between 4 and 10, score 1 star, to a max of 6. So, those are fairly straightforward ones. Let's roll the dice and get going. I'll move my course log off to the side. And, whoopsie. Let's try that again, shall we? And actually roll the dice on screen. That's better. Okay. A 5 and a 6. So we have a 5 over there and a 6 over there. 5 and 6 is the numbers to use. And okay, so 5 and 6, those are not good ones to throw into Euphoria, because that will get me filling up those numbers a bit too quickly. You want to try to do low numbers first. So let's use the 5 And I'm just going to circle. Ooh, it's immediately quite interesting because you not only have to score 12 stars, because I'm not playing on hard. If I were playing on hard, I would have to score 13. But you also have to gain at least 18 resources. So I need to be doing things that give me lots of resources, as well as scoring those 12 points. So it's a bit of a balance in this one. So I'm going to first fill in, I'm just going to circle a star over here with one of those. And I'm going to use the other one in between two cities, and I'm going to use the 6. Let's put the 6 in the middle there. So now I can work around that. You can fill the numbers in any order. So if in a future turn I roll a 6, I could put a 6 up there. You don't have to place them adjacent. Naturally you want to though, because that's how you're going to get the resources. Okay, let's go again. We've got another 6 and a 3. A 6 and a 3. So I need to start getting some resources if I can. Can't use that 6 there, or there. I'm going to use a 3 over here. And let's fill in this one, which gains me a coin. So I'm starting to get some resources. And then I'm going to use the 6 to fill in another octagon over here. And let's do this one a bit more neatly, shall we? Let's see. I can get pumpkins, hearts, or coins. Coins offer quite a lot of flexibility because you can use them to generate dice quite freely. So I'm going to fill in this one here. And I think I'm going to stick to making circles. That's a very messy octagon. Okay, we have 2 5s. 2 5s. So 2 5s would be quite interesting to use in Euphoria. Because yeah, I could use one of the 5s to fill in both 5s over here, which would gain me quite a lot of points, but then it's going to mean I'm not going to be getting many resources. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use both those 5s. I might regret this later, because it's better to try build up your numbers a bit more slowly here. So both of those are totally in a sum of between 4 and 10. So I'll mark off 2 stars, because that one is 5 and that one is 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one's going to be generating resources pretty soon. And then I will use the other 5 to start filling in this hourglass and try and get some of those resources. Okay, next turn. 4 and 6, oh my word, all the big numbers are coming out today. 6 and 4. What to do with a 6 and a 4? Okay, I definitely don't want to use those there. I'm going to put a 4 in between 2 cities and start closing off this one over there. And I'm going to use the 6 over here to complete an hourglass, which gains me a star and a pumpkin and a coin. Then, do I want to use my coins to do something over here? Yes, I think I will. That's 5. Yeah, I'm going to just spend 1 coin to fill in a 1 space over there. So that's 5, 6. So that is another star in Euphoria. That's using that special gain a die of value X. I spent 1 coin, I gained a die of value 1. And then I roll a 1 and 2. A 1 and a 2. Okay, so I could either, I think I might try beef this up to get more points. Okay, remembering that I have to have 18 resources. I need to start getting on my resource generation because I'm already halfway through the game here. And I haven't got anywhere close to 18 resources. So with that in mind, I'm going to circle one of these. Let's circle the pumpkin and the heart space. And then I'll use the 1 or the 2. Doesn't much matter. Let's use the 1 because I've already used a 1 space over there. So I'll put a 1 over there, and now I've filled in a row. So I gain a heart and a coin. And do I want to generate anything? Not right now. Because remember, you can only use each die in each realm once per turn. unless you use pumpkins to manipulate that. And we've got a 4 and a 6, more mammoth numbers. 6 and 4. 6 and 4. Oh dear. Okay, so let's use the 4 over here in Pendulum. And that will gain me another star. And 2 pumpkins. 1, 2. So now I can start manipulating my dice a bit more. A heart and a coin. Is that too little too late though? That's the question. Okay, so that was the 4. If I use the 6 over there, I'll stop getting stars, but I'll start getting more resources. Or I can go here and start building up resources. I'm going to try eke out my points. So I'm going to put a 6 in here. And I won't get anything now, but I just need a number up there, and I can start getting some more resources. Okay, there we got a 1 and a 3. I should really try fill in this. Am I going to have enough time though? With a 1 and a 3. Yeah, okay, I'm going to start working on this because I've got those pumpkins, I can use those. I'm going to cross off the 1 over there. That won't get me anything because I have to fill in the whole hourglass for that to score. Then I'm going to use the 3 over here, which will get me 2 more pumpkins. So now I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need another 7 resources in 2 turns. Okay, do I want to generate any numbers anywhere else? I think I will cross out a single coin to get another 1 in Euphoria, because I haven't used Euphoria yet, and that will gain me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, another star. So now I can start doubling down on this, because it's almost maxed out on stars anyway. I can start using that to generate more resources. So 2 and a 4, a 2 and a 4. Right, 2 and 4 over here. And you got 2 turns left, so I got to try and fill this in. So at this point, anything I put in here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I can get 1 more star here. But I think I need to start generating more resources, because I think I can get the 12, because remember, this one scores for the least of your 2. So I need to score some more points here, and I need to get more resources. So let's use the 2 over there. And I'll use the 4 over here, which will gain me that makes it more than 11. So I will gain a pumpkin and a heart. Ideally, if I can fill in this twice, I can be fine. So let's go for the final turn. And we've got a 2 and a 6. 2 and a 6. Okay, so I'm going to focus on here. How many more points do I need? I need to math out this quickly. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I need another 5 resources. So if I complete this now, because I can, remember, use the pumpkins to turn this 2 into a 3, and I can immediately finish that, I'd get another 4 resources. That's not enough. But then I could use that 6 over here and get 2 more. So using those 2, I can get the resources I need. But then what will my points be? I will get 1 more point over here, so that will be 3, which means that will be 3, because this scores points equal to the lowest score of your other 2 realms, and it can't exceed the number of squares filled in here. So that would only score 3. Plus 3 is 6, plus 4, so that would only be 10. So I need to get some more points as well. If I use the 6 to circle that star, then I can use my pumpkins to turn the 2 into a 3, and if I use 3 of them, I can use it in a realm I've already used this turn. Right, yes, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to use the 6 to fill in the star. Okay. Then I'm going to spend 3 pumpkins, 1, 2, 3, to turn my 2 into a 3. which I can then use in the same realm as one I've already used this turn, to cross that out, to then fill in 1, 2 stars, 2 pumpkins, a heart, and a coin. Now, that means this will score 4, 8, 12. I'll have the 12 points I need. Do I have enough resources? Because I can still generate more dice with the resources I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't have enough resources. So then, fortunately, it says here it doesn't matter whether or not you use them. So I can use resources to do stuff now. So if I use 2 stars, so technically that's still a 2, because remember when you manipulate your dice with these things, you don't actually change the die. So let's just turn that back to a 2. Because I could use 2 hearts, 3 hearts, to gain a die of the same value as either roll die. So I could get a 2 or a 6, and then I could fill in 1 over here, which would get me a whole bunch of resources. Or I could just use 2 coin to get a 2, so it comes to much the same thing. I'm just going to use 2 coin, 1, 2, to make a 2, which I'll then fill in over there, which will give me a pumpkin and a heart. Right. Now math. Okay, so this one scores points equal to your lowest. These are equal, so I get 4, 2, 3, 4 stars for between 2 cities, because I built my other 2 cities, realms, equally. Now I count up my resources. I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Just enough. Just enough. So I score a total of 4, 8, 12 points. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is 12. That's 0.1 point for each of those. So that is 13.2 for my final score. So I technically somehow managed to actually beat that on the hard mode by stockpiling all those resources. So there you have hole 2. Let me know down in the comments below if you played along what your final score was. Did you manage to succeed in one attempt? Like I only just managed to do? It was touch and go right at the end there. If I hadn't had all those resources to spend and manipulate my dice, it would have been a very different story. But as it is, one attempt got me through hole 2. Tune back again in the next video where I will be playing through hole 3 and we'll see how its special rules apply. And with that, I'll say thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the show.